Every time you pull into a gas station, there's a real chance you're losing money, and you won't see it happen. The pump looks honest, the numbers spin, and you drive off assuming it's fair. It's not always. I've spent 15 years testing pumps, checking fuel quality, and uncovering exactly how stations quietly take advantage of customers. Some of these tactics are straight up illegal. Others are perfectly legal, but engineered to drain your wallet every single visit. In this video, I'm exposing every one of these tricks and showing you exactly how to protect yourself starting at your very next fill-up. Drop your location in the comments. Inspection enforcement varies wildly, and some regions have fraud rates that would shock you. Subscribe to Car Care Expert. This is the kind of information that keeps your money where it belongs. Trick 1. Pump calibration fraud. Pump calibration fraud is the most profitable scam in the gas station industry because it's nearly invisible, requires minimal effort to execute, and is only discovered when state inspectors test the pump, which in many states happens once every 2 to 3 years. A gas pump is essentially a measuring device, and like any measuring device, it can be calibrated to deliver slightly less than what the meter displays. Federal law allows a tolerance of plus or minus 6 cubic inches per 5 gallons, which sounds small until you calculate the annual theft. A pump running at maximum allowed negative tolerance shortchanges every customer by about 0.5%. On a 20-gallon fill-up at $4 per gallon, that's 40 cents per transaction. Multiply by 300 customers per day at 365 days, and that single pump generates $21,000 in stolen fuel annually. I've documented pumps running far outside legal tolerance at independent stations with infrequent inspection histories. The manipulation is subtle. Pumps are adjusted to read fast on the display while delivering slow on actual volume, and most customers never notice because they're watching the dollar amount rather than comparing volume to their tank size. Protecting yourself is simple. Know your tank's capacity and calculate whether the gallons dispensed match what an empty tank should hold. If your supposedly quarter-tank vehicle takes 19 gallons when the tank capacity is 15, that pump's numbers aren't matching reality. Trick 2. Temperature manipulation. Gasoline is sold by volume, but volume changes with temperature. Warm gasoline expands and cool gasoline contracts. The petroleum industry established a standard measurement temperature of 60 degrees Fahrenheit, meaning the energy content of a gallon of gasoline is measured at 60 degrees. When you buy gasoline stored in underground tanks that's significantly warmer than 60 degrees, common in summer months in warm climates, you're receiving expanded gasoline that contains less energy per gallon than you're paying for. I've measured underground tank temperatures at stations in warm climates during summer and found fuel temperatures of 75 to 85 degrees, meaning the gasoline is expanded 3 to 5% beyond standard volume. You're paying for a gallon of warm expanded fuel, but getting the energy equivalent of 0.95 to 0.97 gallons at standard temperature. Canada requires temperature-compensated pumps that adjust the displayed volume to 60-degree equivalents. The United States doesn't require this, meaning American drivers in warm climates are systematically shortchanged on fuel energy content every summer fill-up. The financial impact is real. Drivers in warm climate states effectively pay 3 to 5% more for their fuel's actual energy content than the pump display suggests. Trick 3. Premium fuel fraud. Premium fuel fraud is rampant at independent stations and involves selling regular 87-octane gasoline labeled and priced as premium 93 octane. The markup between regular and premium is typically 30 to 60 cents per gallon. And selling regular as premium is pure profit since both come from the same delivery but get priced differently. I've tested fuel octane ratings from premium pumps at numerous stations using portable octane testing equipment, and the fraud rate at independent stations with no brand affiliation is alarming. Engines requiring premium fuel that receive regular octane experience knock, retarded ignition timing, and reduced power that drivers often attribute to other causes rather than suspecting fuel quality. The knock isn't always audible in modern engines with knock sensors that retard timing to prevent damage, but the power loss and reduced fuel economy are measurable. Always use top-tier certified stations for premium fuel. And if your premium-fueled vehicle suddenly feels less responsive or shows reduced fuel economy, test the octane at a certified lab or switch to a major brand station where premium fraud is far less common. Trick 4. The slow pump manipulation. Many gas station operators deliberately slow pump flow rates to below legal minimums, forcing customers to stand at the pump longer than necessary and increasing the likelihood they'll walk inside and make additional purchases. Legal minimum flow rate for gasoline dispensing is approximately 10 gallons per minute, but slow pumps at busy stations often deliver 4 to 6 gallons per minute, half the legal minimum. Standing at a slow pump for 8 minutes instead of 4 doubles the chance you'll get bored and walk inside for coffee, snacks, or cigarettes. The convenience store attached to a gas station generates significantly higher profit margins than the fuel itself, and extending your pump time is a deliberate strategy to increase inside spending. I've measured pump flow rates at dozens of stations and found slow pumps concentrated at stations with large attached convenience stores. Always know the legal minimum flow rate and time your fill up. If 20 gallons takes more than 3 minutes, that pump is running below legal minimum and you should report it. Trick 5. Credit card surcharge hiding. Most gas stations post their lowest cash price on the large roadside sign while charging significantly more for credit card transactions. But they're required to disclose this difference clearly at the pump. The legal requirement is that the credit card price must be disclosed before you authorize the transaction. But many stations hide this disclosure in fine print on the pump screen that appears for 2 seconds before the authorization prompt. I've documented stations where the roadside sign advertises $3.79 per gallon, but credit card transactions are charged $3.99 per gallon, a 20-cent per gallon difference that adds $4 to a 20-gallon fill-up. This 20-cent spread is pure profit for the station because credit card processing fees are only 2 to 3 cents per transaction dollar. The stations are pocketing 17 to 18 cents per gallon as profit disguised as a credit card fee. Always check the pump screen carefully before authorizing and look for any credit card surcharge disclosure before you've committed to the transaction. Trick 6. Vapor recovery system theft. Modern gas pumps use vapor recovery systems to capture gasoline vapors displaced from your tank during filling, returning them to the station's underground storage rather than releasing them into the atmosphere. This is environmentally sound and legally required in most states, but some stations have modified their vapor recovery systems to recover significantly more than just vapors. They're pulling liquid gasoline back out of your tank during the fill-up process. A properly functioning vapor recovery system recovers approximately 1% of the dispensed fuel volume as vapor. Malfunctioning or deliberately modified systems have been documented recovering 2 to 4% of dispensed volume, essentially siphoning gasoline back out of your tank while you watch the meter count up. The net effect is you pay for 20 gallons, but drive away with 19 to 19.4 gallons. This fraud is detectable by state inspectors, but requires specific testing equipment. If your fuel economy suddenly drops when you consistently fill at a specific station, that's a warning sign worth investigating. Trick 7. The topping off pressure. Every gas pump shuts off automatically when your tank is full, but station attendants and pump nozzle design at some locations encourage topping off, continuing to add small amounts after the automatic shutoff. Topping off seems like maximizing your fill-up, but it's actually damaging your vehicle and potentially giving you less fuel than you pay for. Modern vehicles have evaporative emission control systems with charcoal canisters designed to capture fuel vapors. When you top off past the automatic shutoff, liquid gasoline floods the charcoal canister, saturating it and causing it to fail. Canister replacement costs $200 to $400 and is never covered under warranty if caused by topping off. The fuel you force in past shutoff also has nowhere proper to go. It sits in the filler neck and vapor recovery system, where much of it gets recovered back into the station's underground tank. You're paying for fuel that gets immediately recovered while damaging your vehicle in the process. Protecting yourself at every fill-up. The complete protection strategy against gas station tricks takes 30 seconds to implement. Check the pump seal. A green sticker from the State Weights and Measures Department with a current inspection date means the pump has been verified recently. Check the pump flow rate by timing how long 20 gallons takes. Anything over 3 minutes indicates a slow pump below legal minimum. Know your tank capacity and verify gallons dispensed makes sense for how empty your tank was. Choose top-tier certified major brand stations for fuel quality assurance. Pay cash whenever possible to avoid credit card surcharges. Stop at the first automatic shutoff and never top off. Report any discrepancies to your state weights and measures division. These complaints trigger inspections that protect every driver in your area. After 15 years of testing pumps, analyzing fuel quality, and documenting the tricks gas stations run on unsuspecting customers, I can tell you these schemes are far more widespread than most people realize and far more profitable than most people would believe. Pump calibration fraud, temperature manipulation, premium fuel fraud, slow pump manipulation, hidden credit card surcharges, vapor recovery theft, and topping off pressure are all designed to extract maximum money from customers who assume the transaction is honest because it's automated. The protection strategies I've shared cost you nothing except 30 seconds of attention at each fill-up, but they'll save you hundreds of dollars annually and protect your vehicle from damage caused by topping off. If this video just exposed tricks you never suspected and changed how you'll approach every fill-up from now on, smash that like button and share it with everyone who drives. Drop a comment telling me which trick shocked you most.